All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about layout. So let's talk about our panels. These little guys are your panels, and you can see that mine look very small. So I'm actually going to change my display settings to magnify them a little bit so we can have a little easier time seeing that. Let me hit it to 200. And I think that's good. Let's try that. Okay, so here on the detail, click on char at any time. Try it, spacebar, and that should pop up. You can resize by dragging like so. You can change where they are by just dragging on the little tab and moving it. And you can even stick two right on top of each other so you can go back and forth. I'm going to keep this one down here for now. You can pull up new panels by going to Window, and let's pull out our Place Actors panel. So now if I wanted to go into my Place Actors, I could say, let's pull out a shape. Sorry, I hear shapes, and I'm going to pull a sphere into my level. You can close that and then just reopen it at any time. We're going to also learn how to adjust our display. So sometimes you might find that the game looks like this and you're like, what is going on? Do not panic. You simply go into your wireframe right here where it says this, and you just change to lit. Unlit is going to be no lighting. So this is if you're in a really dark environment and you want to be able to do some level design. You might want to go to unlit. Wireframe so you can see through objects. Detail lighting shows the reflections and the lighting, and lighting only just shows how objects are lit. We usually are going to stay in lit mode, and you can also cycle through these with Alt 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know. Oh, and then we're into like lighting complexity, shader complexity, and that's just going to help you understand your performance. So if I were to throw a bunch of lights in right here, you can see that when we get to white, you're going to have a frame drop. It's just giving you a warning, basically. Green is fine. Blue's even better. All right, back to lit. To place actors, you know you can go into your place actors panel. You can also click on this plus. So let's go in and drag a light, point light, and just throw it wherever you want it. Beautiful. You can also do shapes. And other things. We also need to know how to bring objects in from Quixel Bridge, which is a company that Epic Games bought out, and they do 3D scans. And you're going to need to sign in. And it'll So I'm going to look up offsets here. It's been going kind of slow for me, so over here. Because a little blurry. Okay. So you can do that. Now now causing the games. Filter. Oh, another way of adding actors to your level. Then draw concept. Forgot to click that button. You can always add starter content just by clicking on this and choosing content, starter content. So how do you use this? Well, let's click on the starter content folder, and you'll see there's nothing in here except for subfolders. But if we use a filter, we can bring in, we can see things. So I checked the blueprint, skeletal mesh, static mesh, and level filters. Actually, I'm going to uncheck skeletal mesh material. So blueprint, material, static, and level. I'd get those 4 checked, and you'll see them over here. Over here, that's kind of confusing. So let's turn it off right now. And these filters allow us to see one thing at a time. It's on blueprint class. These are objects put together. They're already coding and everything. And it crashes my game. Cool. Okay. Well, while that's reloading, just know that you can switch between your back. That wasn't so bad. You can switch between your blueprint classes, static meshes, which are meshes that do not move. So they have a few built in, and you can toss them right in. There's a chair. Don't crash. Thank you. And you might get this message. And then remember, control bar. You can also choose. So if I'm like, you know what, cube over there to be brick, I can just can't see it. Man, it's choppy. I can just drag it in there. As the okay. Have are up here. I'm not going to go through them too much right now, but just know that there's landscape mode for foliage, for trees, painting meshes. You can do some 3D modeling. You can do some fracturing for things to break apart and be destroyed. Brush editing, don't worry about that right now. And then animation stuff. So that will completely change the look of your tool set and everything that you're working with, and the functions that you're able to perform. So make sure you're comfortable moving back and forth between those. And I think that is it for layout.